Yes, sir. You already know it's your boy B Hayes. We back with another one, guys. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Before we do that, let's give this video a thumbs up. So Shiba Inu is showing great signs, guys. Being for the simple fact that we know it is overextended. Being for the simple fact I don't believe it's overextended and that it can't run up any higher. I'm just saying for the simple fact that it needed time to breathe and consolidate and to cool down and see what the actual price was without the noise. Being that we know it ran up a little extra, being that it was hyped up. The media, a lot of people had fear missing out, jumped in because of FOMO, this, that, and the third, giving everybody time to kind of settle down, get it together, and see what the price actually is going to stabilize at after all the hype is kind of died down a little bit. Even though the hype is still going crazy about Shiba, but it's a lot of other tokens that just popped up out of nowhere that a lot of people is kind of, dimming the light on Shiba now, and they kind of selling it down to try and see now what can Shiba do with the hype kind of popping up and taking the spotlight off of it from other coins popping up and stuff. And being that all that's going on, it's still being able to hold up at key support at 60, what we've been talking about in our previous videos. We had said it will come down, test support again at 60, and that's exactly what it did. Even though we broke 60 just to hear it coming down to around 58, 57, we just going to say the end number 0.000005758 it came down to, but we quickly got right back to the 60s, and from there we see that people is on the bottom ready to eat up those cheap tokens, guys. They loaded up and ready to eat up any pullbacks, any dips, because we quickly got back to above that $60 support and even ran up out back to the 70s almost. We currently trading at 0.000068, so we almost back in the 70s, guys. We know it's going to be a little volatile, but this thing can easily run back to the all-time highs. And once we get there, we know FOMO will trigger in again. People is going to have fear missing out and want to hurry up and buy boatloads. And that's not even including the whales that's going to have FOMO, because they get FOMO too. Just because they the big dogs, big money, smart money, they also get FOMO. They human just like us. Just because I'm telling you guys, giving you guys advice, this is not financial advice, but I'm saying I'm kind of just sharing my opinion and thoughts, and I got a small following. So with that being said, I'm kind of the same as you guys. Like, I get FOMO still, even though I preach it. It's just I got to live by my rules. I say not to get FOMO. Don't have fear missing out. Wait for the pullbacks. But sometimes I feel like, dang, this thing might not pull back. I got to go ahead and get in while I fit in. But I don't go in and put all my money on the line. If it do, whenever I do get FOMO, I'm financially responsible enough to know how much I can afford to lose, though. So if I get FOMO, I put $100, $500, $200 on something. Like, that's peanuts to me, being in the financial space, being, dealing with stocks and stuff. And everybody got on a different bracket of what is peanuts to them, so, putting $1,000 on something. So that's like not really much. So FOMOing in is, if I was a FOMO in and put 10,000, 20,000 on the line, that'd be different. I never do nothing like that, but I still get FOMO, and institutions do too, and they pockets a bit bigger. So if they get FOMO'd in, they can FOMO in and spend $500,000, and it's really peanuts to them, but they did get FOMO, and they is whales, and that can help boost the price up. So when the quantity of them, when multiple institutions and big companies are doing it all at once, all that buying pressure outweighing the selling pressure is what makes the price spike. So that's exactly what we want, guys. And then waiting on catalyst for Robinhood to announce that they now accepting Shiba. So we just waiting on all this stuff, guys. And like I say, you most definitely want to get in if you ain't already in, because it's still early on and this thing got a whole lot of running it could possibly do. But don't put nothing in that you ain't willing to lose, guys, because it's a very risky investment, but a small investment can turn to a very big return. So that's all I really got for this video. Just want to give y'all a quick update on Shiba and let you guys know that it is, it's looking very good, holding up at that 60 like it's done. Not saying that it can't pull back and break under it, but being for the simple fact that we tested that support 5 times and we held up each time. We broke it just to here, but anytime it breaks support, that doesn't mean anything when it quickly get back to where it's supposed to be at. So we know market makers can easily manipulate that price just to hear. So great signs. We got resistance at 78. We get just at the end number at 78. We break above 78. This thing flying straight back to the all-time highs, guys. So be prepared. I love y'all. We out, and God bless you. Add your boy on Instagram. God bless y'all.